Well, at least we can see the oleanders now, but oh my, hay fever has just kicked in. It's looking very overgrown in here, isn't it? Yeah, well, we haven't been in the courtyard for months. I only come in from time to time, but the weeds really have taken over. I'm standing in this area because I've had a number of people ask me what's going on with the courtyard. Now, if you watch the earlier videos, you'll know that the courtyard is where we started first. And the reason that we did that was partly to get us into the mood to tackle the house, but also because of the rain and we needed to get the roof done, we had to wait until logically it was good timing to do that roof. So we started in here first of all. We got quite a long way, but at the moment you can see it's nature's taking over. But it's no biggie, because once we pulled them all out and we got it cleared out, we now know exactly what we're going to be doing in here. Once we finish the inside of the house, we'll come back out here. This will be the last job that we do, and it will transform, and it's going to look really amazing. So yeah, something, isn't it? In the meantime, to break up from the monotony of this room, because I've been in here for weeks now, and as the weather's getting better, I've been reluctantly spending time in here and getting frustrated. But the good news is now is over the rest of the weekend and yesterday, Monday, because it's Tuesday today, I did manage to give the ceilings their last coat. I want to change the scenery, and well, James mentioned this, and I thought it was a brilliant idea because, as you know, we've got the windows in, and James has tidied up that black cable, which is looking a lot neater. Christina has resprayed the meter box there, and that's worked out really well. Looks like new. We've got 3 holes along the top that you have already seen. They allow airflow, and they're above our ceilings, so that is fantastic to have those. We're going to put the covers on them. So to have a little break for the next couple of days, it makes sense to continue with the outside because it's going to make a huge difference, and that is where this comes into play. I'm very excited about this. It was from James and Christina's courtyard. They were going to sell it, but it fits, or will fit, perfectly in this area on the steps. And once that's in place and painted, what a transformation that's going to make to the appearance of the front of this house. Fingers crossed I cut that right, because the wall it's going to be attached to is slightly off kilt, so I've allowed a little bit more on the top so I can cut it down a little bit. I hope I got it right. Blimey, it's heavy. So I cut this off this end because it was just too close to the wall. Getting the drill there was a bit awkward. Easier to cut it off, re-weld it, drill another hole. That'll be fixed in place so the bottom's holding, and then at the top, just need to worry about that, fix into that wall. And around this side, a little bit of finishing down here and in that hole there. I'll do the welding tomorrow and we're sorted. By the way, I've had quite a few people asking about the hand, and I think you can see there that the scar is healed up quite nicely. Feels really good. Full of calluses, obviously, in my hand. Once they've gone, I don't think you're going to see the scar. I think that's going to look quite nice. At the moment, without that, the railing just looks like I've cut it and it's just got a abrupt end. Give us something to hold on to when you're walking up there. I think that'll look quite nice. See how good my welding skills are now. Down here, I've also cut out this bit of metal from the part of the gate that I cut out, or railing that I cut out, and I'm going to just weld that onto there. And again, that will just, because the steps, as you see, aren't vertical, will just look like it was meant to be. So let's see how we get on with that. And after I've done that, I've got a little bit of welding to do down there and a tiny bit up there, and this will be ready to primer. I'd be lying if I said that was easy. That's taken me all day. I kept putting holes in the metal. The area here I think is cast iron, but here we just got that inox and it's very thin. And well, anyway, it's sorted. Tomorrow I'm going to come back, give it a good sand, spray it, and hopefully we'll be done. Get the holes filled in and walk away. There were 2 holes in this metal bracket from the existing frame, and I had to fill those in. So while that is setting, I can't do any more on that. The next stage is going to be the painting. I'm going to wait a couple of hours. I can continue down here. So the garage door is in pretty good condition, just needs a bit of light sanding, and then we can get that sprayed. We're going to do the front door, the back door, the garage door, and the courtyard door all in the same colour, and that will link it all together so we'll know what belongs to what house. The garage door though, the courtyard door, sorry, isn't in as good a condition. It's pretty basic, got nice rivets in there, and I think that's actually got a little bit of character, and I'm convinced that if we just tidy this up a little bit, why replace it if it's not broken? A little bit of tidying up, that's going to look really good. I'm looking forward to doing that because it is time now to start seeing some changes in these areas. The hinges in here are pretty damn good. You know, this door, I've never really stood in the courtyard with it shut, so I've not paid too much attention to it. But now that I can see it after a bit of a brushing down, the wood's really good as well. It's in good condition. It's hardwood. So it would be a real shame to get rid of that, I think. And as I just mentioned with the brackets, they're pretty damn cool. So I think that this will, with a little bit of tarting up, look really nice. See what this looks like black. It's that time of year. Blossom is starting to fill the hills, all the colours. Well, it's white at the moment, but some of the other flowers are coming up. Here, the bees in the background. It's calm, perfect temperature. It's like the perfect UK, England summer's day. It's absolutely beautiful. Spring is here. Clocks are going forward this weekend. This is my favourite time of year because we've got the whole summer to look forward to, which is fantastic. Temperatures in the evening have just gone up a tad, enough to take that sharpness away from the cold, which is making it much more comfortable. This week, however, unfortunately, I've been feeling a little bit low because we were hoping to get the house finished by now and we've missed that, unfortunately. We tried to build into the equation all the things that could possibly go wrong, but we weren't counting on doing the roof, the rendering, my hand, which that was a month. So we were sort of 3 months addition to what we've been planning. But unfortunately, it isn't going to take another 3 months to finish it. But I hit that point this week, and anyone that's renovated a house before will know, especially if you're doing it yourself, that you have the highs and the lows. And I guess because I've spent so long plastering, rendering, doing the base coats, and now with the ceiling, sanding it down, it feels like it's never ending. Stepping outside doing the railings and then seeing the plastic covers going on has really kind of like picked me up a little bit. So hopefully tomorrow, after I've sprayed the garage door and the courtyard door, I'll be lifted up even more and then gun-ho ready to get inside the house and get that sorted out. One of the other things that's been quite frustrating is the water meter. I had the experience in my house, but wow, this has taken forever. It's over half a year now and we still don't have a meter put in. Really hoping now, after we've had a little conversation with a few people, that that's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. So James has been sorting out the pipes from the box and getting it all in position for the toilets and the shower, the taps and the kitchen and so on. So that has moved forward. And I really hope now after this week that we'll start seeing some real pushing forward and real progress, because I really do now need to see that house turning into a home. Well, we're all set up, ready to do the garage door and the courtyard door. James has brought his compressor around here. Oh, we can't attach the gun to it at the moment. We think it's a little bit clogged up. So in order to get this sorted out, James is going to see if he can fix this, but I think I'm going to dash back, go and get my roller and then just do it the old fashioned way.
Made the list what you need.
Yeah. Whilst I'm waiting for the paint to dry to give it a second coat, come back to this, fill in these holes, and then that's this bit completely finished. I can't believe I just did that hole there, I went up around there, sorted that out, ready for painting, used the rest of the tube because it was going to go to waste, and completely forgot to do that hole there. Yeah, this week has definitely been one of those 2 step forwards, 3 back. Oh, I could pull my hair out, really. But we got the railings almost done. I'll show you that in a minute. It's looking fantastic. What a massive change that's made to the front of the house, and a good step forward there. Garage door, as you know, well, we were hoping to spray it, but we had a little bit of a problem. One of the attachments was faulty, so James went out and got a new one. And in the meantime, I ended up painting the garage door, and well, it did need another coat. This morning, I'm now thinking to myself, why on earth I didn't just hold off until today and just spray it in one hit? It would be perfect. Sanded it down a little bit, and now I'm going to go over it with the spray just to get a nicer finish. So hopefully that won't take too long. But with the courtyard door, I'll come to that in a minute because there is a problem, unfortunately. One thing at a time. I've actually never used one of these before. It's going to be quite interesting. Wow. First time I've ever used one of these machines, and I have to say, I want one. It is brilliant. 3 hours, I think, I was painting the courtyard door and the garage door yesterday. A little bit of light sanding this morning, and that took 10 minutes. So I guess if I was starting fresh, 2 or 3 coats, you're still talking less than half an hour from start to finish. What a massive difference that makes. So 3 steps back, okay, I've learned a lesson. Wow. Also goes to show, you'd think, wouldn't you, that I'd have more tools than I do have, because I've been renovating 3 previous houses, but I have so few tools. It's frustrating. Having something like this makes your life so much easier. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research on these things and make sure that in the future I am tooled up where possible. Right, the courtyard door. Yeah, it speaks for itself, really. And it's quite amazing because before I sprayed it with the metal, I guess it had that patterning on it, almost like a camouflage. You couldn't see any of the dents. Never really spent any time looking at it, to be honest with you. I knew that it was going to have those nails in there, which I thought was going to add to a little bit of character in this door, but yeah, we can't let that go. After all, we've spent so much time and energy, effort making the rest of the house look a certain way, up to a certain level. It would be a shame to give up on that door, but it's not the end of the world, because when we finish the flooring in the mezzanine, we're going to use the leftover wood and we're going to put it where this is. We're going to keep the existing framework in here because that's really good. Not going to touch any of that. We may even leave the metal where it is and just go directly over the top of it. One way or another, it will work out and we will make it look good. Well, that door's going to be fun, and we've got some plans for that. We're just waiting for the stuff to turn up, and hopefully it will all look really cool. Wow. That is the 11th time now. Oh, right. I'm going to have a little word with Chris, see if I can sort this out. I thought I did a good job of blocking him in or out, but it turned out he managed to get through the side there, tip my golf clubs over, and scramble his way in there to make that mess. So I need to go back out shopping again for the 11th time, and when I come back, I'm going to do a really good tidy up around here because it's so messy. And as I've been in the house in the village 7 days a week, I haven't had an opportunity to do this, and it just looks skanky and horrible. I should be ashamed of myself, and I think that if I clean it up, it's just going to clear my mind from a lot of things, and obviously in the bus as well. Good to do that, because then I have a clear mind for Monday when we start back at the house in the village. And tomorrow I think I'm going to repair the puncture on my Ellie Glide because I'm missing it, and one of my old hobbies, want to get this out of the way and respray my guitar. Don't know why I like doing it, but I do, and it's going to look cool. Beautiful, beautiful sunny day today, and it's going to be like that for the rest of the weekend and all of next week. Got my shorts on. I'm going to enjoy the sun, see if I can get a little bit of colour on me, especially my pasty legs. So until next week, stay positive.